12 Stoic principles that will transform your life immediately. Stoicism. Listen to me very carefully. You are not suffering because life is against you. You are suffering because your mind is out of control. And until you master your mind, nothing in your life will ever stay stable. Not money. Not relationships. Not success. Today, I'm going to show you 12 Stoic principles that can rebuild your entire life from the inside out. Watch closely, because if you apply even one of them, your life will start changing immediately. Before we begin, subscribe to Discipline Within for more teachings that build mental strength, discipline, and power. Now, let's begin. 1. Control what you can, release what you cannot. Let me ask you something. Why are you stressing over things you cannot control? You cannot control people's behavior, the economy, the past, how others treat you, timing of opportunities. But you can control your thoughts, your reactions, your discipline, your decisions. Stoicism teaches one powerful truth. If it is not inside your control, it is not inside your responsibility. The moment you stop trying to control everything, you finally gain control of yourself. Look at a wolf in the wild. A wolf does not waste energy chasing every movement in the forest. It doesn't panic when rain falls. It doesn't complain when food is scarce. It focuses only on what it can do. Hunt. Move. Survive. Adapt. The wolf survives not because the environment is easy, but because it does not waste energy on what it cannot control. Let me tell you about a man named Daniel. Daniel used to blame everything. If I had better parents, if the country was better, if people helped me. He stayed stuck for years. One day, he saw someone successful and asked him, "What changed your life?" The man said, "I stopped trying to control what is outside me." That hit him hard. Daniel stopped blaming, started learning a skill, started small, stayed consistent. Today, he is financially stable. Not because the world changed, but because he changed. Ask yourself right now, what am I trying to control that is not mine? Why am I giving my peace to things I cannot change? What is in my control that I am ignoring? Say this out loud. I release what I cannot control. I master what I can control. 2. Pain is a teacher, not your enemy. Listen. Most people think pain means something is wrong. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. Pain is not punishment. Pain is training. Every form of pain has a purpose. Emotional pain builds awareness. Physical pain builds strength. Mental pain builds wisdom. Failure builds intelligence. If you avoid pain, you avoid growth. You are not supposed to escape pain. You are supposed to understand it. Look at a bear catching fish in a river. It doesn't get discouraged when the fish escapes. It keeps striking again and again. The cold water hurts it. The effort is exhausting. But that struggle makes it stronger, sharper, more skilled. Without resistance, the bear would never survive winter. Pain is part of its growth system. A woman named Luna lost her child. That pain destroyed her at first. She stopped eating, stopped talking, stopped living. But one day, she visited a children's hospital. She saw sick children with no one to help them. Something broke, then something built inside her. She started a foundation for sick children. The same pain that could have destroyed her became her purpose. Why am I running from pain that is trying to build me? What lesson is inside this suffering? Am I avoiding growth because it is uncomfortable? Say this. I do not fear pain. I use it to build strength. 3. Master your mind or it will master you. Listen to me carefully. Your mind is always under command of something. If you are not controlling it, something else is. That something is fear, anger, impulse, distraction, insecurity. And when your mind is ruled by emotions, your life becomes unstable. Stoicism teaches, You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. You are the commander, not the soldier. Look at an eagle. An eagle does not panic in storms, while other birds hide. The eagle rises above the storm. Why? Because it uses the storm as lift. The storm does not control it. It uses the storm for elevation. That is what a disciplined mind does. A man named Leo used to lose opportunities because of anger. Small disagreement explosion. Small insult reaction. Small frustration chaos. One day, he lost a major job opportunity because of anger. That was his breaking point. He said, "No emotion will speak before my wisdom." He started observing his thoughts instead of reacting. Months later, he became a team leader. Not because life changed, but because his mind did. Who is controlling my reactions right now? Am I thinking, or just reacting? Is my mind leading me, or emotions? Say it. I am the ruler of my mind. Nothing controls me but my discipline. For discipline is freedom, not restriction. Listen to me. Most people hear the word discipline, and they think it means suffering. They think it means restriction, limitation, punishment. But that is a lie. Discipline is not what takes your freedom. Discipline is what gives you freedom. Without discipline, you are controlled by your mood, your cravings, your laziness, your emotions, your impulses. That means you are not free, you are predictable. But when you become disciplined, you gain power over yourself. And when you control yourself, you control your destiny. Look at a horse used in racing. An untrained horse runs everywhere wildly. It wastes energy, gets tired quickly, and achieves nothing. But a trained racehorse? It is disciplined. It follows direction. It conserves energy. It wins races. Same strength, different outcome. Discipline is what turns raw power into victory. A man named Alex used to live by impulse. If he felt like spending, he spent. If he felt like quitting, he quit. If he felt like eating unhealthy, he did it. His life was chaos. One day, he looked at his bank account and saw nothing. That was the moment he said, "I am no longer a slave to my feelings." He built discipline step by step. Morning routine. Financial control. Habit tracking. Today, he runs a stable business. Not because life changed, but because he did. Am I controlled by my feelings or my decisions? What habits are destroying my freedom? If I cannot control myself, who is controlling me? Say this out loud. I choose discipline. I choose freedom. I refuse chaos. 5. Remember death, live fully. Listen carefully. Most people are not lazy because they have no time. They are lazy because they think they have unlimited time. That illusion destroys ambition. Stoics practice something called memento mori. Remember you will die. Not to create fear, but to create clarity. When you remember death, excuses disappear. Procrastination dies. Priorities become sharp. Life becomes intentional. Look at an elephant in danger from hunters. When it senses danger, it becomes extremely aware. Every movement becomes intentional. Every step matters. It doesn't waste time. It doesn't delay. It acts with urgency. That is how awareness of danger sharpens behavior. Death awareness does the same for humans. A young man named Theo kept postponing his dreams. I'll start next year. I'll begin later. I'm not ready yet. Then suddenly, his close friend died unexpectedly. That shock changed him. He said, "If I die like this, I will die with nothing done." That same week, he started his YouTube channel. Today, thousands watch him. Not because he had more time, but because he stopped wasting it. If I died today, what would I regret? Why am I delaying what matters? Am I living, or just existing? Say this. I live today like it is my last chance. 6. Other people's opinions are not your master. Listen to me. If your life is controlled by what people think, you are not living your life. You are living a borrowed life. Opinions are unstable. Today they praise you. Tomorrow they criticize you. Today they love you. Tomorrow they forget you. If you live for approval, you will never be stable. Stoicism teaches. Truth is your guide. Not opinions. Look at a lion in the jungle. When a lion hunts, it does not stop because smaller animals make noise. It does not turn around for approval. It does not care who is watching. It moves with certainty. Because leadership does not ask for permission. A man named Martins wanted to start content creation. People mocked him. Nobody will watch you. You are wasting time. At first it hurt him. But one day he said, I will let results speak, not opinions. He continued. Today, those same voices follow him online. Whose approval am I waiting for? Why am I letting people who don't build me control me? What would I do if I stopped caring about opinions? Say this. I am not controlled by opinions. I am guided by truth. 7. Expect less, accept more. Listen carefully. Expectation is a trap. When you expect life to behave a certain way, you create disappointment. Frustration increases. Peace disappears. Stoicism teaches. Do not expect life to obey you. Learn to respond to life. Acceptance does not mean weakness. It means emotional control. Look at a crocodile in the river. It does not expect food to come easily. It waits patiently. It adapts to whatever comes. It does not complain about conditions. It works with reality. That is survival intelligence. A woman named Ashley used to expect perfection in relationships. When people failed her expectations, she suffered deeply. One day she realized. People are not my imagination. They are human. She changed her mindset. Less expectation. More acceptance. Her peace returned. Am I demanding life to be perfect? Why do I expect what reality never promised? Can I accept things without losing peace? Say this. I accept life as it is. I respond with wisdom. 8. Character is the only real wealth. Listen to me carefully. Money is powerful, yes. But money is not stable. It can come, and it can go. It can grow, and it can disappear overnight. But your character, your discipline, honesty, integrity, and self-control stays with you everywhere you go. Stoicism teaches this. If you lose money, you can rebuild. If you lose character, you lose everything. Because character is what decides how you behave when nobody is watching. Look at a wolf pack. In the wild, wolves don't survive because of strength alone. They survive because of structure and loyalty. Each wolf has a role. Leader. Hunter. Protector. If one wolf becomes selfish, the entire pack suffers. That means survival depends on character within the pack, not just power. A man named Noah lost his business after a major financial crash. He had every reason to lie, cheat, or give up. But he refused. He said, I can lose money, but I will not lose who I am. Years later, people who saw his integrity trusted him again, and gave him bigger opportunities. His character rebuilt what money destroyed. If everything I have is removed, what will remain of me? Do people trust my character when I'm not around? Am I building wealth or building integrity? Say this. My character is my real wealth. 9. Hardship builds strength. Listen. Most people want strength, but avoid hardship. That is impossible. Strength does not come from comfort. Strength is born in resistance. Stoicism teaches. Hardship is not your enemy. It is your training ground. If life is difficult, it is not against you. It is building you. Look at a lion cub. It does not become a hunter in comfort. It becomes strong through struggle. It fights siblings. It falls. It gets bitten. It learns survival the hard way. Without hardship, it would never become a king of the jungle. A woman named Rose failed her exams multiple times. People laughed at her. But instead of quitting, she studied harder, longer, deeper. She embraced the hardship instead of avoiding it. Today, she is a medical doctor. Her pain was her training. Am I avoiding difficulty that could strengthen me? What is comfort costing my future? What challenge am I refusing to face? Say this: I embrace hardship. It is building my strength. 10. Silence is power. Listen carefully. Not everything deserves your voice. Not every situation needs your explanation. The more you speak without purpose, the more power you lose. Stoicism teaches: silence is control. Silence is awareness. Silence is discipline. When you speak less, you observe more. When you observe more, you make better decisions. Look at an owl. The owl does not make noise while hunting. It watches. It waits. It strikes silently. Its power is in observation, not noise. That is strategic silence. A man named David used to talk too much about his plans. People would discourage him before he even started. One day, he decided, I will let my results speak, not my mouth. He stopped oversharing. He worked in silence. Months later, his success shocked everyone. Do I talk too much and act too little? What am I exposing that I should be building quietly? Is my silence missing in my life? Say this: I speak less. I observe more. I move in silence. 11. Time is your most valuable asset. Listen to me. You can lose money and regain it. You can lose opportunities and rebuild them. But time? Once it is gone forever. Stoicism teaches: time is life itself. How you use time determines who you become. Wasting time is not harmless. It is self-destruction in disguise. Look at a cheetah hunting. It does not waste energy running randomly. It calculates. It waits. Then it strikes at the perfect moment. Because it understands. Every second matters in survival. A man named Mark spent hours daily on distractions. Social media. Unnecessary conversations. Empty habits. One day he realized, my time is being stolen by things that give me nothing. He changed. Limited distractions. Built structure. Focused on purpose. His productivity transformed completely. Where is my time going every day? Is my time building or destroying my future? What am I doing that does not matter? Say this: I protect my time like my life depends on it. 12. Be the standard, not the follower. Listen carefully. Most people follow trends. Very few people create direction. Stoicism teaches: do not let the world define your standard. Become your own standard through discipline and virtue. If you follow everything, you stand for nothing. But if you stand for truth, discipline, and principle, you become unshakable. Look at an elephant herd. They don't follow random movement. They move with structure and leadership. The strongest guides the direction. And the herd survives because of that internal order. Without it, chaos would destroy them. A man named Eric used to follow every trend online. He had no direction. One day he said, I am tired of copying lives that don't inspire me. He stopped following noise and started building value. Today, he leads others instead of following them. Am I leading my life or copying others? What standard am I setting for myself? If everyone followed me, what kind of world would it be? Say this: I am not a follower of the world. I am a builder of standards. Now listen to me. You have just been given 12 Stoic principles that can completely reshape your life. But knowledge alone changes nothing. Only application does. If you do nothing, nothing will change. But if you apply even one principle consistently, your life will begin to shift. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. Subscribe to Discipline Within for more teachings that build discipline, clarity, and mental strength. Because in a world full of distraction, the most powerful person is the one who is disciplined within. And that person is you.